Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. How you guys doing? It's your girl Rose. Long time no sit down discussion. So today let's get into something very juicy that has been trending on the net, and that is the VDM and Bobrisky saga. Like what? So now, for those of you who are not aware of the genesis of the story, let me give you a backstory on everything. So sometime earlier this year, Bobrisky was arrested by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission (EFCC) for money laundering amidst other charges. Okay, and somewhere down the line, the money laundering charges were dropped, but he ended up going to prison for abuse of the naira note. All right, like he sprayed naira and all that, and he actually said he was guilty. And I guess he pleaded guilty, and I guess that was why he went to prison. Okay, because we all know, we're Nigerians, we all know that almost every of us should be in prison if that was actually the crime. Okay, so now fast forward down the line, and he gets released from prison after serving his 6 month term. Anyway, and then comes drama. Okay, the online personality, which we all know as Verydarkblackman, which is VDM, came out with juicy gist that set the whole internet ablaze.
All right, in respect to Bobrisky, what I'm about to post now, a lot of names will be mentioned. These are people that I also respect, and I believe a lot of Nigerians respect them as well. I am very, very disappointed in the agencies that are involved in this, and I believe that this call recording that I'm about to play, even Bobrisky will not expect it. That is what is crazy. But all the people that will be mentioned, I don't care. You understand? I don't care. And from today, no longer respect for all of you. You understand?
So, Verydarkblackman came out with some allegations, and according to him, he had proof. And he said that Bobrisky's money laundering charges were dropped because Bobrisky bribed the EFCC commission officers with 15 million naira. That was one accusation. And the second accusation was that Bobrisky didn't even spend a night in prison. So he was given a luxury apartment, okay, where he was asked to hide out. So he didn't actually do the prison terms. Now, guys, the internet went agog. Of course, the EFCC were tagged, so they were quick to come out to, clear their name or deny accusations or investigate, like they're really going to investigate themselves, right? Anyway, that was it, and people went crazy. Okay, there were many school of thoughts on the matter. A lot of people were like, waiting concern us, like, so at least he has served his tenure, leave him alone. Another school of thought was like, Verydarkblackman, waiting they saw. Eh? Is it crime you are fighting? Abi, you are vindictive against somebody and you're trying to, settle out or even out some scores? And another school of thought was like, Bobrisky is not the problem of Nigeria right now, so let him breathe. And then there was also the school of thought that, although a few number of people, but they believe that this would have been a stunt between Bobrisky and VDM to, cause some kind of ruckus on the internet, which will give them like content and views, and of course that translates to money in the pocket. But then I don't particularly agree with this school of thought because I don't think Bobrisky and VDM are friends. That's to begin with. Okay, so that I don't think that school of thought actually flies. Now, here is my 2 cents on the subject matter. First of all, VDM might be fighting a good cause. sometimes. But I personally think that he goes about it in a very wrong way. Okay, now let's talk about how he presents his points. He's saying some things, he's doing he's laughing, he's making jest, he's just making everything seem like, I don't know. So I don't think that he actually does proper research, one, and two, that he does it intelligently. Okay, for example, see what happened when he was making his accusations and he mentioned Falz and his dad. Okay, now he could have made that accusation, or he could have made his point without actually instigating that Falz was gay, because there were comments he made like, now wow, we didn't know Falz used to roll that wheel and all that. Like, what are you trying to say? Because for those, a backtrack on those that don't understand this point, it was alleged that there was a conversation between Falz and Bobrisky of them discussing of some money, I think 10 million or thereabout, that was going to make his case disappear, like a presidential pardon or something. Okay, and VDM was supposing or instigated that Falz was Agege, or that he rose with Agege. Okay, so, and Falz brought out a statement the next day and he said, that is a very serious allegation. Retract those words, offer an apology, or you will be sued to court. But trust VDM now. VDM went on ranting and ranting and ranting that he wasn't going to apologize to anybody, that he said what he said and he has what he has as proof, and blah 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 and blah blah. Like, he was just ranting. And he mentioned, okay, Falz, dad as well, okay, and they brought out a statement like, apologize, retract what you said and all that. What we did wasn't illegal. Anybody can be granted a presidential pardon and all that, and we're trying to work on that or whatever, but retract the insinuations you're putting out there. And he refused. And that is one issue with VDM. He is so proud. Like, even at some point where you could see the heat was getting to him and he was trying to apologize, he wasn't even coming out directly to say, guy, I'm sorry, or I shouldn't have said what I said, or I didn't mean what I said in the way that it was, grabbed or whatever. Just find some kind of way to apologize. All he said was, that was the day he showed up for the EFCC hearing, and he said, guy, you need to come and see what is going on here. Like, let us squash this beef and face the people we're supposed to face. Was that an apology? Like, seriously, what does it really take to say I'm sorry when you do something that hurts another person? Because you are responsible for what you do. You are not responsible for the way the person takes it or for the way it is perceived. You said what you said, fine, take responsibility for that. What he said was very insinuating. He actually insinuated that Falz was Agege. So for him to now be trying to outsmart his way out of giving an apology, I don't think that's very big of him, and it's something that he desperately needs to learn. He desperately needs to learn that, because if you say you're fighting activists for activity, you are an activist fighting for rights and all that. So I think if you're an activist or you're fighting, for the rights of people, there is a way to go about it. You have to have lots of emotional intelligence. You have to know how to articulate your points. You have to do proper research. You have to do proper research. You don't just come out and open your mouth, wow, and start talking. Like in one of the videos he posted where he implicated himself by saying, I think that was the video when he was bringing out some points against Iyabo Ojo, and he came and said his hacker actually gave him the information. Like, guy, calm down. First of all, you just admitted to a crime. If we are in a country where things work, he could have been picked up for that statement. Because first of all, you have no rights. I don't think any individual has the right to hack into you know, anybody's personal belongings, their handsets, you know, their whatever. You don't have the right to hack into or access anybody's personal information. So, like, he needs a little bit of decorum. Someone said he does it like an illiterate, as like he's not educated. I really think I agree with that, because when he comes out sometimes and talks, you shake your head, okay? And then his supporters, oh my God, his supporters, you can see that they are as blocked-headed as he is, because they come, they open their mouths and rubbish tumbles out. For example, when the issue with this Falz, you know, issue was going on, Falz dad came out some days ago to say that in an interview that he had been threatened. So um his daughter was threatened. The Falana came out to state that the life of his daughter was threatened, and also he was also threatened as well that his place, his office was going to be burnt down. And these threats were made by VDM supporters or followers or whatever. Like, there is a way you can see they are taking the same leaf from their mentor. Okay, that is the problem with coming out and starting a movement without doing it reasonably. You attract all the negative kinds of support or energy as well, and it just escalates. Sometimes it snowballs into something that you never even bargained for in the first place. So now, do you think if anything happens to Femi Falana's daughter or his office, VDM is going to take a huge responsibility of that as well? Because even if he didn't actually strike the match himself or do the harm, definitely it was his actions that led into such threats. Okay, so my 2 cents is that he needs some serious education. He can continue with the fight on what he's doing. Sometimes I think he does a good job, but he needs a lot of decorum. He needs to educate himself. Okay, school na scam, school na scam. See wetin. Oh my goodness. Education, it plays a very big role in a lot of things that we do. And of course, we know that education is not just gotten in the four walls of the university, but educate yourself, okay? Educate yourself. So as it stands now, I learned that VDM is in the EFCC custody, okay? I think he was picked up or arrested for questioning. I don't know in regards to what, because he's always getting himself into one issue or the other. Like, anyway, he had showed up for a hearing because he was invited by House of Reps for some questioning, and he went there, you know, made some appearance and all that.
A friend of mine who is very popular contacted me and he said, VDM, see what's going on. And I said, okay, no problem. If you have received, send it. Then when he sent it, now I'll say something here. When he sent it, I first video and I said, Bobrisky, I'm giving you 4 hours to pay back. Then he started begging the guy. Now what I'm about to say now, my lawyer was like, no. Now he started begging the guy. Then he paid. Immediately, he paid. But when I listened to the audio, I said, nah, even though you pay, this has to go there out there, man. Because EFCC cannot go around harassing some boys, young boys. Will be pulling stones. I was detained in the prison. My very good friend, Shimon Kuti, was detained as well. A lot of boys are inside the prison. Bobrisky is not any way better than them. So I didn't see any reason why I should keep the audio.
Even jested in some places and everything, but at the end of the day, I wish him the best in all he does and hopes that he applies a little bit of tact in bringing out information or in releasing information. So thank you guys for sticking with me to the end of this video, and I hope I've been able to give you guys the gist, the real gist, the crux of the matter of what has been going on in the VDM Bobrisky Femi Falana saga. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.